Hello, hello. How is everybody doing? Welcome to another edition of the Fivers Futures Live. I am Dave, your host, and hopefully this is going to be another fun and exciting one. We had a great one yesterday with Samir where he was trading the Dow, I was trading the NQ. Waited patiently, was in drawdown for a while there, and then was finally able to get some profits toward the end of the stream. So hopefully we can do that again today. I am reminding you that this is a special week because we have our new programs out. We have the day trade program and the swing program. Day trade program with the lowest entry fee we've ever offered. Let me show you some stuff. So, swing program now, max drawdown moved up to 4%, consistency rule 40% from 30%. So, we've made some improvements there. Day trade program with new lower prices. So, $39 to enter for the 25K, $79, sorry, for the 50K. And now you can trade up to 5 accounts simultaneously. So, we could trade better now because things are more affordable and we have more room for our trading. Let me know how you're doing. Let me know where you're watching us from. Let me know in the comments. I will be joined by Jane in a few. I have MKC. How you doing? How you doing? Let me know where you are watching us from and what are you trading. As usual, we're going to get into everything. We're going to get into the indices. We're going to look at oil, look at gold, and see, hopefully, if we can get some good entries. I'm seeing we had somewhat of a sell-off yesterday in the Nasdaq. Of course, it was a shorter session. We can definitely see from the range yesterday compared to the after-hour session and today that we're getting a lot more expansion. Yesterday we had only 65 points on the NQ, which is which is not a lot for the asset. And we were able to capture a trade yesterday. Let me see if I could find it. Yeah, as usual, we had our opening range boxes set up. I shorted the exact bottom. So I shorted right around here, a little bit before the open. I'd say maybe 10 minutes before the open. But my thesis was I want to see when we go, back up around these 29,980s, if we get some kind of liquidity grab and then get pushed back to the downside. Why? Because I thought, and it was proven to be correct, that we would capture some liquidity right before that $30,000 mark, right? And it was an interesting level because we sold off from there. So as we pulled back, I added a little bit there, added a little bit there. You shouldn't add to a losing position, but my risk was well defined right above this range. And then once we had the pivot, I had a clear level to risk off of. We pushed down lower. I covered a little bit there, covered a little bit there, and covered the rest there. And then I flipped long and captured that quick up wick with my profit being taken somewhere around here. And as you can see later on during the day, that resistance level was definitely key because we tapped into it twice. So once here and then another time here, and we completely sold off. Now we're making somewhat of a recovery on the NQ. We're trying to push higher. So we'll see what we can get. What is the idea today? Well, today I'm just going to wait for the opening range to develop. These are the areas I'm looking to play into, possibly this level right here, which was support yesterday. So let's see how we react when we have to get to here. And then maybe, possibly, let's see how we react when we test those 29,800s. But I'm definitely going to wait for the range to develop, see what kind of moves we get today. And then based on that, I'll take the trades. So we will see what happens and we will decide from there. I am reminding you that this week is a special week because tomorrow on stream, we will have a giveaway. We will do a giveaway. Lots of fun, interesting stuff coming. And I will have the CEO himself, Mr. Michael Katz, joining me for a live Q&A regarding the new programs and everything we have in store for this great community. So be sure, hit that notification button. Don't miss that because that's going to be a great one tomorrow. I was about to say yesterday. It's going to be a great one tomorrow. All right, so this is pretty straightforward, pretty simple for the NQ. We're gonna switch to the ES right now. So switching to the ES, we are gonna try to find. So I'm gonna show you again, as usual, as how I prepare and find my levels, etc. NQ is already ready. I had a look at it before the market open, but let's just take this out. This was a trade review I was doing. By the way, I don't know how you guys review your trades, but I've been using AI to help me with that, and it's pretty good. I'll give you some tips on how I do it when I'm not on stream. Tobago's in the house. Hey, 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 how you doing? Welcome, welcome back. Welcome back. What are you looking to get into today? You know what? I should have some music on stream. Let's see if I can find some music until Jane comes. You've been off last week because of your business. No problem. No problem at all. I know you're a busy man. I know you gotta, take care of business. So really happy to have you back now. And I totally understand when you guys miss the stream from time to time, but no worries at all. No worries at all. Point of view, Nasdaq seems about to break all-time high again. Let's see, because if I go back to the Nasdaq, based on yesterday, so all-time high would be, anywhere above 30,000. Yesterday, that level was pretty significant. That area yesterday, right around here, we saw some heavy wicks. Now, of course, there wasn't a huge volume because yesterday was kind of a, half trading day because of Memorial Day. So let's see if the volume can come back in, and then if we can push higher. But yesterday we caught the short. We caught this short right here. It was a long one. We had to wait a while. Like I said, I shorted it at the exact bottom, but the theory was, well, actually, where are my lines? There we go. That was the idea. So I had some trend lines going, and as we were breaking the trend, I was like, well, maybe we could get some quick follow through. So the move we had here is what I expected might happen here, and I didn't want to chase. But nope, we went completely back up, tested that level, so I was able to add, and then we caught part of the short. So that was a good one. We'll see what we get today. Justin's in the house. How you doing, Justin? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Tobacco saying right now I'm in a long position again. Okay, last week you're full long, except yesterday because as you saw on calendar. Okay, so yeah, yesterday was a holiday here in the U.S., Memorial Day, but the futures market were still open for about half of the session, so we still got some action. All right, so we already know more or less what we're gonna do for the NQ. Like I said earlier, I'm looking for, okay, how are we gonna interact with this level here, or how are we gonna interact with this level here? Why? Because simple. Yesterday, this 29,920 level acted as support. So this whole area here was support, right? It was pretty strong. We tested that level multiple times. So I think it's going to be pretty significant today. So I want to see, okay, how do we react? We already had some rejection here, right? But on the open, we want to see, okay, do we pull back? And then do we find volume to push through and break this level and then go test all-time highs? We'll see. Tobago's saying he's long. I don't know from where. If you're long from, 2970s, or even the 840s, 850s, then great, good for you. That is, how much of a move is this? This is about 68 points. All right. Let's see if we got a bigger range today. Yesterday we had a tiny range of about 65 points. Let's see if we can get about maybe 100 points today on the range. Let us see, let us see, let us see. And then let's switch to the ES. Like I said, we're going to try and find some good levels to risk off of. Let me pull up my volume profile up there so I could have some references. And let's see what we can find. All right, we'll zoom out. Let me take this out of the way. Let me look at the ES actually in the weekly analysis that I usually send out. So ES futures. Let's put the hourlies. Okay, so this is the analysis I usually send out. Well, we usually send out at the end of the week, where we try to see where we were at during the week and where we might possibly go. So we're definitely bullish. You see, we're recovering here right above an old support area. So like, I think I agree with Tubagu's take that we might continue higher if, of course, the volume can come in. And we're moving, you guys know I like to talk about the speed of price. And this is pretty steep. So that means there's some aggressiveness here. So let's see if let's see if we get a recovery here on the ES. This is an hourly chart, by the way. Let's see if we get a recovery, and if we can push higher, go retest those highs, possibly pull back and continue higher. Or are we gonna, was this the short-term top? We retested here, and then we're going to move lower and go retest that resistance area. We need to take into account that there is a gap around here. There's a gap between, there is a gap between the 75.17 and 74.90 area. So we need to keep that into consideration. So that level might be of interest. Let's see. Tobago saying you're long right now at 8:30, right at the opening candle. Okay. So that's long on the NQ. You said 8:30. That means, let's see, 8:30. Oh, so you're long right here around 29.06, I guess. All right, let's see what we get. Hopefully we get some follow through. Let me check something really quickly here. Let's see. I actually took a natural gas trade yesterday. I wanted to check the trade, and we're doing okay. I'm long natural gas. Let's see what natural gas has for me. Not something I trade very often, but the setup looked interesting on nat gas. Looks like, we might get a potential reversal there. All right, let me check something else. Just checking a few positions that I left on overnight. All right. Let's switch back to the ES and find the setup for today. As you guys know, we had the resistance yesterday here. We tested these levels. Whoa. Why do I have an alert? Oh, we'll leave the alert there. It'll let us know. Come on. All right, so we definitely want to see, okay, can we test those 75, 65 levels? We also have yesterday's support, and the range was super tight yesterday on the ES. How much was that? That was maybe 20 points. Man, 13 points on the ES. That's super, super duper tight. All right, so we have a little bit of a double top here, a cluster right here, cluster right here. Many areas of interest. So I definitely want to see some expansion here and how we're going to react to these levels. So this is a 15-minute chart. Let me zoom out, look at the daily. Look at how the daily is looking. So I would consider this possibly a pullback. We're testing yesterday's close. And if we can, recapture that, maybe we could probably push higher. So 4-hour chart. Let's see. That gap, though, that gap is definitely an area of interest. So we're going to keep that in mind right here. Whoa. And it's at a key number, the 7500s. So, 1 second. Yeah, 7500 is a key number. So we'll see. Let's go into the 15. Don't really see a strong trend here yet. Different from the Nasdaq. There's definitely a longer term trend. So again, just like the NQ, I'm going to wait for this one to develop and then take my trades from there. But definitely, I would say right now my bias is 60, 40, 60% long, 40% short, or even 70, 30. Let's see. All right, taking a look at gold, because I know a lot of you like to trade gold. And I'm going to switch to TradingView for a sec. By the way, guys, remember we have our new programs, right? We have our swing program holding overnight with better drawdown and better consistency rules. And we have now our day trade program with a low price of $39 for the 25K, $79 for the 50K. And now you can trade up to 5 accounts simultaneously. So keep that in mind. Let's look at gold. Let me reload this. All right. Looking at gold longer term. Let's zoom out and look at the 4-hour chart. So gold still holding lower, right? Gold has not yet caught a bid. Yeah, Tobago, we have new programs. We've actually eliminated the base camp and rebate programs. Now we have new programs called day trade and swing trade with better, more room for you to trade. So take that into consideration. And tomorrow, for everybody who is on stream, we will have a giveaway. All right, we'll do a raffle. We're gonna do a lot of fun stuff. I already have, all my stuff ready. And yeah, it's gonna be a fun one. It's gonna be a fun one. We're gonna get the party started. It's gonna look all right. We're gonna have some stars here, and we have more surprises coming for you guys. We have more stuff coming for the stream. So yeah, make sure you tune in early. We're gonna have Michael Katz alongside myself. So if you go on the Farmers Futures YouTube live Q&A giveaway, the video is there. Hit that notification bell to make sure that you do not miss it. All right. It's going to be a fun one tomorrow. I'm going to have Michael with me. We're going to talk. We're going to do some giveaways. You guys will be able to ask all the questions you want to ask to the man himself. So definitely one you don't want to miss. All right. So down here, right, this is looking like reaccumulation, right? I know you guys have heard of what's his name? Wyckoff, the Wyckoff pattern that became very popular. That was largely talked about during the pandemic. So this is kind of looking like some kind of Wyckoff thing, but we're definitely seeing some selling around the 45.70s, 45.80s, and we're holding right here around the 44.90s, right? We're trying to push up. So today, honestly, let's see if gold can find a bid and hold at these levels and kind of go retest those the upper end of this range. Now, if we're able to break through there and pull back, maybe we'll go and test this resistance area around that 46.30 more or less, 46.20. We'll see if we get that. So this is a 4-hour chart. Let's zoom into the hourlies. Of course, this would not necessarily happen in one day. It could be multiple days. Let's just zoom into the hourlies. Let me get that volume profile out of the way. I'm interested to see where the most volume was traded. Okay, so the most volume has been traded around 40, 45, 46, and we're holding below it. So we've captured liquidity here, and I think they're trying to push it lower. But as you know, gold has been barcoding, moving sideways here. So can we get the bid? Can we get the volume to push and go test those levels higher? We'll see. If not, we have to push lower and go capture liquidity at lower levels. Keep in mind, by the way, for those who are trading the gold contract, when you see this little arrow on TradingView, that means that the futures contract is going to switch, and you have to roll and switch contracts. So right now we're trading the GCM 26, which is the May contract. We're going to switch to the June contract, the GCQ on, whoa, wrong one. I don't want the GCQ. I want GC. There we go. Yeah, we're gonna switch to that contract on May 27th. So that's coming tomorrow. Keep that in mind if you're trading the contract. You're ready for tomorrow? All right, nice, nice, nice. We have Guru Q. How you doing, Guru Crew? Well, Q, sorry. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Looking at gold now on the hourlies. Let's see. Let's zoom in. So we're definitely trying to hold these levels. Let me zoom in maybe into a 15-minute chart. We're trying to curl here. Knowing gold, the idea is, okay, if we can't explode up fast, right? If we can't catch a bid, as they like to say, very fast, we might fall into two types of patterns, I think. We might get this kind of sideways accumulation we've been having for the past few days, and then we push higher, right? Because I think we're above a key level. So basically what we saw here and what we saw here. So that's the pattern. Basically, that's how the price action has been for the past couple of days. You have a lot of sideways consolidation, then you explode up. A lot of sideways consolidation, but towards the downside, and then you explode up. And we've had this little gap here that I find pretty interesting around that what is it, 45.31 to 45.11 level, and we're exactly in it right now, right? So can we go and push higher above that? That's what we're going to find out. We'll see. So that would be one theory where we kind of, do that sideways consolidation, then explode up. The other idea is that we just curl up. We never get that explosion because we have a battle here. Psychologically, we're having a battle between the bulls and the bears. And when you're seeing price move like this, and kind of barcode a lot and not find a decisive direction, what you're having basically is the bulls and bears not agreeing on where the price should go, and no party is no side is basically winning. So what we might get is the same type of pattern, but we get a kind of a cupping formation where we curl to the upside, right? And then we finally get that explosion, and then we pull back and possibly continue higher. Or this ends up being, a false breakout above here, and then we go and retest. We have to go and retest lower. So we will see what we get. You know, time will have to tell. I don't see any easy setups on gold for today. Let me just zoom in even more into the 5-minute chart. I don't see an easy setup unless you're willing to take a significant amount of risk. So, taking a large stop with a small position, maybe you're risking that prior low, not even this low, because you might get a lot of wicking action here, and I'm not sure what we're going to get. So we will see if we get that curling action or if it's going to be more of a, kind of a sideways move here. And then we finally get that explosion up. I'm actually going to leave these two scenarios here. I'm going to leave this in yellow. We're going to put this one in, I don't know, orange. And I want to see which one plays out. So we'll see what happens. We will see what happens. All right, so we've seen gold. Let's take a quick look at oil, right? Oil holding. Let me just go and zoom out to a 4-hour chart. So as you know, I've been dragging this area for the past few weeks, actually, because this has been an interesting area to me. This is an area where I think, I'll call it no man's land, and this is an area where we had a little bit of a gap. Maybe I should make it tighter now because the gap was this. All right, we had a prior gap there. Can't find it. Oh, there you go. It was lower. It was right here. And we are inside that older gap. Let me put it right here. All right. So this whole area is an area of interest. And we are kind of curling back up there. There have been talks between Iran and the US, but we haven't found a resolution yet. I was personally expecting some big news to come out this weekend, and haven't heard much, actually. So we'll see. But for now, oil trying to push higher. And if we push higher on crude oil, you definitely know, if we push and go test these levels, you know what to expect on the indices. We expect the indices to pull back. So we'll see if that happens or not. But crude oil holding above VWAP for now. Let me take a look at natural gas with you guys. Not something I look at very often, but actually have a natural gas trade going, right? Since yesterday. And I bought, let's see, where did I buy? Natural gas. They call it the Widowmaker, by the way. I bought at $3.61. So wait. Oh, I brought the micros. M and G. There you go. I bought the micros. Interesting that the micros trade at a different price. I bought exactly at this level, but it was as we broke out and pulled back, and as we were curling back up, I got in somewhere around here, so I could put the position, risking that prior low, $3.61. There you go. Around here, my target is, I want to see if we can go and test that area, that previous pocket right here. So hopefully we could get that. We'll see. Not something I trade very often, but I'm looking to expand my horizons, looking to trade more futures contracts. So maybe, hopefully in the future, we'll be talking about them even more. Let's see if this trade works out. And I'll let you guys know. I'll let you guys know if natural gas has worked out. All right, we're about 2 minutes from the open. We're going to switch back to our indices and take a look and see where we are at. So the NQ selling off a bit. So I said I wanted to wait for the open. We're going to do that. We're going to wait for the open and see how we behave and see what kind of setups we can take. Let's see, it's a 1 minute chart. So let's see if this trend will hold, but I'm going to wait for, the first few minutes to develop, and then we will decide what to do from there. Let's see. I definitely want to, today I'm in the mood to put some music. So let me see if I can find some music I can put on stream. All right, buyers stepping in. We are open. Let's see if we can get that volume and follow through. As I said, I'm mostly long biased, but I want to see what we get. Hello. We have ABKRCH in the house. Welcome. Let us know where you're watching from and let us know what you trade. We're looking to see how these indices are going to behave and what kind of setups we can find. All right, we're definitely seeing some selling here, some resistance. By the way, if you're using a volume profile, this was exactly where the point of control was. So I could show you really quickly. Let me put the NQ on. So if you were looking at the 5 minute chart with the volume profile pulled up, we tapped up exactly into that level, right? So it was yesterday's support, became resistance. Let's see if we get follow through or if this is going to be, an area where we go and test lower levels. I'm going to be patient as usual today. I'm going to wait. But let's see if we get follow through or not. And I think this little area here, might be of interest. Let me put this on a dotted line. I'll put it gray. It doesn't need to be very dark, but I actually want to see what happens right here, right in this area, right here. All right. Let's see if we test this level or not. If we ignore it, then that means we're very bullish. If we tap into it in reverse, we are still bullish. But if we can't hold this area, then that means we might have to go oscillate and test lower. What does this look like on a daily chart? Man, we have to remember we have a gap, right? We have a very interesting gap lower between these where was it? There you go, right there. So I'm going to put the gap here. Huge gap between, about 29,677 and 29,538. So let's see. Fortunately, Steve is not here to let me know what the GEX levels are, and I'm going to have that set up for myself because I would be interested to know what the gamma levels are today. We are seeing the ES push lower as well, and we talked about oil having the possibility to push higher. And actually, oil is holding sideways. Let's look at the stock heat map. All right, so definitely want to see what kind of behavior we get there. You see, as we wicked up, we're pushing lower. If this was like a trend line break setup, which is actually one of my favorite setups, The trend line break setup means you have a trend, you have an uptrend, you break out of this trend, you want to wait for a retest, and then if we hold below this area, the great setup would be we would push and go test this lower level here. So I definitely want to see what happens once we reach this little area here. So let's see what happens. Definitely selling off. 4 hour was not able to push up. Let's look at the Max 7, looking at Nvidia selling off, looking at Apple is holding. Tesla, wow, Tesla is strong. Tesla's up 1.61%. Microsoft down 0.5%. Amazon pushing higher. Meta pushing higher. Google's selling off somewhat. Broadcom strong. So where's that weakness coming from? I guess it's Nvidia. Nvidia is showing some weakness here. So let's see. All right, so that wick up into that level would have been a great setup. I thought about taking it for half a second, but didn't work out for me. So we're waiting, we're being patient. So this area above VWAP not quite holding yet the way I expected. So let's see, we have some fair amount of volume here, and that gap here lower, that huge gap, is all the way down there. So let's see what we get, guys. What are you trading? Let me know in the chat. What are you trading? What are you looking at? I know Tubagu is looking at you were in the long on the Nasdaq. I don't know if you're still holding or if you've been stopped out, but we're being patient here. I know Justin likes to look at gold, so we will see. I don't know what MKC is looking at. I don't know what the Guru Q is looking at. I don't know what ABKRH is looking at. So let me know, guys. Let me know what you are seeing. All right, so levels holding. You look at the MNQ. So that was at 730, pre-market level. Pretty interesting level here. Okay, so I've seen what I wanted to see at this area is that so far we're not able to hold. Right there is what I wanted to see. So call it a little bit lower. So far we're not able to hold. We're selling off. Let's see. You're still in your long Tobago. All right. Diamond hands. Diamond hands. I like it. All right. We're seeing a little bit of buying here. Let me look at something really quickly. This might be the buying opportunity. I might enter sooner. Are we seeing the volume? Not seeing the volume yet. So I'm looking at a tick chart on the side. Seeing a lot of green prints. Looks like they want to hold it. Will they be able to hold it? And if this doesn't, for my, fair value gap guys, if this is not if we're not able to push higher on this, we will get a fair value gap right here between the 29, a 5-minute fair value gap between 29,887 and 29,864, which is a possible level we might short into. So we will see what we can get. Let me look at the ES. What is ES doing right now? Yes, selling off as well, trying to hold those lows. All right, we're seeing the volume. They're trying to hold it. They're trying to get that volume in, but sellers are really pushing this lower so far. All right, looks like the volume is coming in. I kind of want to initiate a buy here. It would be a quick trade. If I were to go long, it would be a quick retest of this area here, because I feel we might retest and then push lower. Let's see. Let's wait. Let's wait. Just want to see a little bit more movement here. All right, looking good, Tubagu. If your long is still working, good for you. I see we're pushing up here, so awesome. Let's see what we can get. All right, we're kind of holding. I was interested in that area, so far looking good. So right now, different scenarios are coming to mind, right? We have to look at the bearish case, the bullish case, and the possible neutral case, right? So we tested that resistance area, pulled back to VWAP. I was thinking about initiating a long here, but wasn't fully convinced. So we'll see. Why? Because this is, again, a possible short setup as well. So my idea was, okay, if I go long, then it would be a quick one, because we might test these previous wicks there and then continue lower. That is the bearish case. Now, the bullish case is, on the contrary, this is a V-shaped recovery. We're seeing a lot of buying. So we're going to push higher, retest those highs, maybe pull back a little bit, and continue the uptrend, right? And possibly break out of the trend. So we'll see if we can get that. And then the neutral case is we don't go anywhere and we stay within this area here. So we'll see what we can get. So far, buyers are holding. I kind of want to see a couple legs before I take my position. So let's see. All right, we got Gold Trading Effect saying still holding long from the morning. By your name, are you holding a gold trade or are you holding an indices trade? I see gold trying to push up right now, trading around on the futures 45.29. Let me know. What are you trading? Are you trading gold? Are you trading the indices? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. All right, this is pushing higher. Looking very good for long. So good on you, Tubagu, for holding that. And Q, nice. Yeah, the bias for me, like I said earlier today, was about 60-40, 70-30 long biased. And this was a great entry. So it's going to be, I'm going to have to catch a late one. That's fine. We could catch the late ones. Whoa. A lot of scenarios here. What's going on? Why didn't this get deleted? All right. Okay, so we're tapping into that resistance area here. Looking at the 15 to see what this looks like. And we're going to put our boxes to kind of see what the range is. Because the question is, do we pull back from here or are we able to break to the upside? So let's get our opening range box ready. Let me get this right here. This is going to be the opening range, 15. Halfway point is right here. Let's make it pink as usual. Oh, you're long both the NQ and ES. Nice. All right, so opening range breakout here. But I'm not going to buy the breakout. Nice. Okay. So now I think we're confirmed bullish. So all we need now is pullback. Of course, very this is going to be a very late entry. But the long was where we put our circle initially around here. This is what I wanted to see. Okay, we're breaking above this. So all we need now is to wait for a pullback for the long to continue. And yep, that's it. Now, while this is pushing up, I'm going to look at oil to see what oil is doing. Oil pushing up as well. It's an interesting one. Oh man, this has taken off without me. Sometimes you're not cautious enough and sometimes you're too cautious. So good on everyone who took their longs and who are holding their longs. There's still a possibility for me to take this on the ES, even though it's not, it wouldn't be the best entry. So if I look at the ES right now, it's a little bit less bullish than the Nasdaq. So it's still possible. We could still make sense of the risk, but we're going to hold. We're going to wait. So you're seeing me manage FOMO live, guys. Yeah, the ES is a better entry. I mean, risk reward wise, but I definitely don't want to enter on an up move. I want to wait for a pullback and see if I can get a possible entry lower. So we'll wait. We're going to wait. And then Jane should be coming in and joining me in about 10 minutes. So we'll see what we get. All right, we're retesting the highs of yesterday. So very interesting area right now. Very interesting level. Will we pull back from there? And maybe I'll try a quick scalp on the way down. Counter trend trading. But it's hard to short in this strength. Yeah, Nasdaq is looking awesome. So good on you, Tobago. I hope you're still holding your long. We are pushing higher, pushing higher. How about gold? What is gold doing? Gold, gold hasn't done much. Let me switch to this and see. We had our levels marked out. Yeah, gold not moving much. Gold not doing anything for now. We look at silver. Silver not doing much either. So this is going to require patience. Very interesting that crude oil is pushing higher while the indices were climbing as well, right? I think that's an interesting one. So let's see, MNQ. All right, let's try a quick short right now. Oh man, I won't have time to get it. Okay, so setup is starting to look like what we want. Sharp pullback. Let's see if we can get into a possible long. Let me just check the news because I thought I saw something about Iran. Don't see any news yet. You're waiting to make the all-time high. Nice. I mean, 30,000 is right there. It's what 30,000 is 62 points away. So it's totally possible we might see that today. All right, so we had the first drop right here. They're pushing higher. I don't want to immediately get into this. So push higher. We want to see, okay, can we go? Are we going to hold this again on the retest and go higher? Or are we going to go and test that previous pocket and then we can go long? So I'm being really, really patient today. Let's see what we can get. There's a little micro trend going on here, right? So this might be the area where we hold at that prior. We have prior resistance levels here. So I just want to see how we react if we get there, right? Because this is a good setup. If this sets up right, this is a possible setup where you can, really scale in. Let's see. Because if on the contrary, this is rejection and it pushes lower, I'm sorry I missed this short. I wanted to take this short. All right, we're seeing buyers step in a little bit. Seeing volume increase. So now it's like, okay, are buyers stepping in or not? I want to take this on the NQ, but it makes so much more sense to risk on the ES versus the NQ right now. And then it's gotten a little heavy. Okay, buyers stepping back in. All right. I don't know why I'm hesitating so much today. But I'm hesitating to take this trade. I feel like we need a deeper pullback. Like we went up really fast. I feel like we need a second leg. I might be wrong, but we'll see. We're holding that little micro trend here. Do we need a second leg? All right, let's try. We're buying into resistance. So my idea is that we might need, and I should have probably entered here, but we might have needed a second leg around here. And I'm kind of open to that. But the way this behaves, it might just take off as well. So don't want to be feeling that FOMO again. Yeah, I'm going to reevaluate. You said it's okay. You always hesitate when you open your trade, but at the same time, after several back tests, you feel that you have to be consistent. Yeah. The thing is, I don't know. I don't. The thing is, it's not a great entry anymore. And I hesitated too much here. I felt like we might get a second pullback, but this is gonna go without me. I'm gonna have to look at the ES maybe. The ES still has room for somebody who wants to go long. Let me look at the ES really quickly. Yeah, the ES is offering better risk reward. It's less strong than the NQ though. The NQ has shown a lot more strength. I don't know. It's like I feel like I can't trust this up move for a reason. It's just gut feeling, experience, nothing 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 concrete. I just don't trust this move for some reason. But I might be totally wrong because, it's been printing green so far, and it might take off without me, but I don't know. Something tells me I can't trust this move. The real entry, the good risk reward entry was here, and that's where I probably should have, not hesitated and taken that one. For some reason, I feel I should be going short here because we are testing. So if I show you this right now, this is the opening range that we always talk about, right? Sorry. Um, and it happened. We pulled back right here on top of the range. We pushed higher. So, the setup was there. And I took it, hesitated, but I think that we are right here at that 50% area where we pulled back from. And I don't know. It looks like it's going to go without me. I got Daniel in the house. What's up? What's up? How you doing? Gold hasn't been doing much. We looked at it this morning. Let's look at it again. Yeah, gold selling off a little bit. We look at it here. Selling off a little bit. Man, my lines keep doubling. I don't know what's going on there. All right. Yeah, this is looking more like a short to me, honestly. I want to short this. I'll give it a little bit more time. We are at that 30,000, so all-time highs. And they tell you shouldn't short all-time highs. So this is going to either pull back or be a short squeeze and then take off. But we missed our entry, and we missed our entry twice. So today is not, I'm not performing well today, guys. We are breaking all-time highs. Mega School gold trade today. All boxes checked. Dow to 4,500. No holding overnight. Nice. You're eating and typing. You're multitasking, Daniel. Gold. Let me see. Gold. Yeah, gold pulling back. You're eating instant ramen. Well, as they say in French, bon appetit, guys. Eat well. All right. It's 10 o'clock. Can we get a pullback? We're counter trend, guys. I'm going counter trend. I shouldn't be shorting those all-time highs, but the gut tells me I should. So I'm just gonna go with my gut today, and I'll take a loss if I have to. And you're welcome to fade me. You're welcome to go the opposite way. because all-time highs, you probably shouldn't be shorting them. But I don't know. I feel we needed a deeper pullback. I'm shorting into a lot of strength. Let's see. Is this going to explode up and do what I think, a short squeeze and squeeze me out, or will we get the deeper pullback I was looking for? We will see, but we are at all-time highs. Is not recommended to short all-time highs. I'm really going with my gut here, and my gut might be totally wrong. So we'll see. Asset in auction in black arrow, that means that the market is closed and they are, so usually you'll see this turn blue, and that means that they are basically, doing the settlement of the futures. That's what it means. I hear my doorbell ringing. Somebody's hear you. There's a little buzzing sound behind, but all good. Now we're good. Yep. Nope. No problem. Yes. You're all good. You're all good.
And I forgot to get my screen up and running, so we'll run off of yours.
No
Looks like you're in a
problem.
nice long trade off
No,
of.
actually, I'm in a
Nope.
I'm counter trend trading. I'm doing what I shouldn't do. I'm
Okay.
shorting all-time highs. I don't
What?
know. I missed
I will
my
tell you
entry
that
there.
I'm seeing buying. So
I'm
just
gonna
be
get
careful with
no, no,
that.
no. I'm gonna get squeezed out. I said it live.
You can always invert it, right? I
We
like
could
the
do
new
that.
headset, huh? Is your headset purple? Or do
It's
you have a purple light on
no,
you?
I have a light there.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Yeah, they're
I
buying.
forgot my password. There we go. Okay.
All right,
Too
we'll
many
invert this,
passwords.
risk previous low, and then do what we were supposed to do initially.
All right. Go.
Take
Ding,
profit,
ding,
20,
ding.
20, 30, 3160.
All right. So we got this going on. I'm thinking, you know what? I think I'm an ES girl. I like ES
Nice.
better.
Nice. I was saying the entries, and I probably should have taken it here. I don't know. I'm off my game today.
No.
Yeah, I'm off my game.
Is this the micro? Okay. I like this. I'm going to buy two. Let's put a little
Let me get
custom.
you.
What time is it? 10:08. Nope. Wait, let's see. We're testing this zone here.
You're up.
Let me come back over here. let's see what we have going on over here. On the SPY.
Tobago saying hello. Good to see you.
I got to get the stream up. I like to have the stream up on YouTube as well. So that great day. We got Insomnia Trader there too. Okay, 750. Ding, ding, ding. Let's put this on over here. Right there. That's what I'm seeing where they are right now. So yeah, let's go ahead. Let's see if they'll bring it back a little bit more. It's 5 minute. We got a 5 minute. Let's do it. All right. I'm going down. I already have sell orders. Cancel. Okay. Let's go in. Let's adjust them. There we go.
Daniel, thank you, Daniel. Thank you. I can use Alt-I.
All right, I'm going against you. It is the battle of the traders. This is a different trading battle. Yes?
Let's do it. Let's do it. It's the different battle. Yeah. You said you're going against me? You're shorting?
I'm long.
Oh, no. I flipped long.
Oh, did you invert?
I inverted a long time ago. I stopped fighting the tape. Yeah, I just missed 2 entries today. You know, there are days when you're not patient enough, and then there are days when you're too patient. So today I was just being too patient. But
got it.
But we'll see.
I'm checking out the silver futures because I've seen that with silver, we're right on the edge. We are right on the inflection of it. And looking to see what they have going on with the dollar. But right now we are just like the bigger money level, 76.15. All right, let's bring it on over here. Let's do this. Let's go to a daily chart. I've got all sorts of stuff set up because I've started streaming on TikTok too.
Really? Nice.
Yeah. So I got a little, I've got a stand that's, hold on. Don't mind my messy desk. There's my phone and everything. So I've got my phone literally like right in front of my face here.
Nice. So I was gonna ask you, do you use the streaming software that we use to stream on TikTok or not? Because I've tried to figure that out and wasn't able to.
I tried to do it through my computer before. I used to use Streamlabs on them, then the API. Once they had their actual live, site, they pretty much stopped allowing streaming software through them. Why can't I put a line on here? I'm trying to draw a line at 76.15. Oh, okay. Wasn't working for that moment, but now it is. And so it worked. And then all of a sudden it was like, you're copying somebody else. When I had charts up, I'm like, but I'm not copying their software because it's the company's software. People stream video games all the time. So whatever, in me showing that, it didn't really work so well. So let's come back and see if I set it and forget it, right? So with streaming right now, I'm just streaming through the live app on my phone.
Okay.
So I got to figure out sharing, because you can do it. You definitely can.
I mean, I know you could do it on the computer, on the desktop, but it's to use the software we use to just, stream everything. I don't know. I haven't figured it out. But anyways.
Well, the thing is they have their own software.
Yeah, they didn't have that before. So you were able to get a code and whatever and use something else.
Yes.
I don't think they're giving that out anymore. They're probably forcing you to use their software. So.
Yes. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. And I had that code and then they kicked me off and I tried to get the code again and it was like, no, sorry. And so that's where you have to figure out their platform and their streaming system and sharing it into it. But you can do the same sort of setup on their system. It's just familiarizing yourself with it. And then I went off of it for a while because then it messed up my mic and my camera on other ones. So I'll troubleshoot it and figure it out.
All right. All righty. Wait, let me take this from Daniel. Daniel saying, why are so many staying off gold in futures but jump the wagon on CFDs? Any reason? Well, I can tell you my reasons. I think it's easier to control your risk with CFDs. But with with futures, you really have to pick your spots well with gold because you know, I don't know. You feel bullied. Samir's not a gold guy. Yeah, I don't know. I've gotten stopped out so many times out of gold to see it just run in the direction I thought it was gonna go. It's a little bit of PTSD, but we got some gold trades on from time to time. Don't feel bullied. We're on your side, Daniel.
I just went on a short. Oh yeah.
A short on gold?
On gold, yeah. They're selling
Nice.
gold.
They are selling gold. They're selling gold.
They've been selling gold for a while now.
We have not caught a bid. It's going sideways and down. Gold doesn't have perfect trends. I mean, it accumulates a lot, right? There's a lot of sideways levels, a lot of sideways action before it actually trends. Because when it does trend, trust me, it trends. So so yeah, we were going to take a look at silver.
Yeah, let's look at silver. I'll set this up. Minimize the risk here.
All righty.
50% drop. Okay, let's bring it down to, let's see if it goes all the way down to 61. I'll be more, let's go down here. It doesn't usually break the orange though. It came down here to the orange. Yeah, I don't think it's going to go lower.
Yeah. And I don't know. The setups take a while to build sometimes, so.
Okay, silver. 1 day. So silver right now, I've got this. This is a 1 day chart. So their bigger money level is at 76.15. But if we pull it back, let's see, can we do a 3 day?
Probably.
We'll do a week. So weekly, right, it's been somewhat like an upward trend, but now it's broken, right? If we bring it all the way back down here, let's bring it over here.
Have you ever tried to use a line chart to find trends, or is it just me?
A line chart? What do you mean by a line chart?
Instead of using candles, I usually use the line chart to find trends, and then I'll switch back to candles.
Okay, line chart.
It just looks
which is like moving averages.
Yeah. But
so I also have the moving averages on, so that's going to give me the trend too, right? Because I can see that here is when the 4 and the 8 crossed, boom, then it dropped down. We've got the 4 below the 8 over here. So even though my 4 and the 8, let's make it a little bit, let's go to a daily. You'll be able to see it more easily. So my 4 is the lighter pink line here. I think I need to make it thicker. 2 point. Appearance 2. All right, so that's right here. So it's still going down. So we're sort of sandwiched between moving averages. We're stuck in the
muck. Hey,
yes.
There we go.
Stuck in the muck on silver. So it's not really directional. But if you go and you look at the ES, right? We put this on a daily. Are we really stuck in the muck, right? Let's go. You taught me this one. Reset. Boom. Okay. So we've got this pink line. What's it doing? The purple line. What's it doing? The green line. What's it doing?
It's moving up. Of course.
So we're not stuck in the muck up here at all. And on our daily, yes, we're at all-time highs. We came down, we hit a Camarilla pivot, and boom, we're moving up. Now, how high are we going to go? I like to look back at the past to see, okay, well, maybe if we're going to really be really moving higher, maybe we're going to hit this one up here. So maybe I'll just put that up there as my longer term. If we really squeeze, right? If it was a longer term
Trade. Yep.
rather than just day trade, I would say, hey, maybe we're going to head on up to 76.57. But maybe because we have this right here, let's put that just below there. And that's not bad risk, right? So I came down to the one down here and the one above. So we will typically, it's like a level pong that they're going to go ding, 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 ding. Like you can see here, it moved, it was up here, pulled back down to this, Camarilla bounced up. Okay, this one we opened and pulled down and then moved up. Oh, pretty much stopped at this one above, right? So this one above would be right here, right? Similar somewhat pattern. And what was the 13th? Is that a Tuesday?
13th was a Wednesday. May 13th?
Yeah. So today we're like, today's kind of like a Monday price action though too, right? Because we're after holiday, but it tends to be bullish after holiday. I think Thursday we're going to see downward move. Why? Because I've been tracking it for years and I see that Thursdays after holiday, if they're going to sell, that's their big sell day. So they typically take it up and then sell it on a Thursday after holiday.
Interesting.
Just nature of the beast to be the bigger money. Yeah. They suck everybody in. Oh, everybody was talking over the weekend. They've got these ideas. They want to get into stuff. So Monday or the Tuesday after tends to be bullish. And then, oh my goodness, what else do we have news-wise on Thursday? Let's look and see what do we have news-wise to check out. I mean, we were talking about it over on Trade the Pool. We're in the war, we're out the war, we're in the war, we're out the war. We should get all about it's the war.
We're playing musical chairs with that thing. That's straight.
It's the war games, yeah. The war games. So we've got CPE or price index coming out on Thursday. But other than that, there's not really any. We got unemployment claims. They're expecting them to be higher. Okay. Maybe it's going to have the Spirit Airline numbers in there. But for now, we don't really have anything super. At 10 a.m., we have consumer confidence that came out, 93.
Yeah.
So that's looking a bit better. But overall,
no big news coming in. I was looking at Friday, nothing major. Like you said on Thursday,
on the stream too.
Personal. Sorry?
I've got it on the stream for us. So we've got CPA, PE,
PC.
Thank you. And we have new home sales at 10 o'clock. But other than that, there's not a lot. We've got FOMC barking. We'll be barking again. Nothing too crazy.
Nothing too crazy, no. So yeah, we'll see. I definitely want to see what happens on Thursday.
And you know what else? You know why else it's gonna drop on Thursday? I'm gonna tell you why. Because I'm traveling. Every time I travel.
That's why. That's the real reason why.
It moves to the downside.
Okay.
So I'm traveling Thursday morning, so get ready. It's gonna be a great morning to trade.
As you go up, it goes down.
Yes, and it's likely going to go down because that's what happens. The market drops because then I'm not watching my positions. So of course it's going to drop, right?
Yeah. Well,
let's come back to that gold trade.
I'm
in the red on it.
It's fine. The indices are pushing higher, so I'm glad I went long. Looking good so far. Have a couple targets in mind. But yeah, today is one of those days. I don't know. I'm off my game. I saw the entries, didn't take them, saw them again, got in, didn't trust them, got out. I don't know. It's I guess I haven't had enough coffee today.
Maybe. Well, it's also, you had the extra day off. I will tell you, yesterday morning, dropped the kids off at school, come back, okay, get ready, live stream. Wait a second. The market's not open.
True. I mean, the futures were open half day, so I did stream, but yeah. Yeah, there are days like that where I don't know, the head's not there.
It's okay. Don't force it.
So, did you know that we have new programs now? I was telling everybody that now we have a day trade and a swing trade program, and we've lowered our prices. And tomorrow, for everybody who's watching, we will have giveaways. So, I'm reminding you guys, as it says here on stream, tomorrow, be sure to tune in because we will be giving away good stuff, and we will have the man himself, Michael Katz, live to answer all your questions. It's going to be a fun one.
Amazing.
So make sure you tune in.
And where's the link for people? Do you have that link that we can put it in the chat? I've got
It's
the chat up.
already it's on YouTube. They just have to click the notification button. So let me just share my screen really quickly. It is, whoa. Let's go there. Right there. So it's already there. You guys click the notification button.
Yeah, but for the contest, what do they have to do?
No, they have to come on stream, and then on stream, they will get what.
So it has to be somebody live.
Exactly. It's going to be live. It's going to be on stream, and that's where they're going to get what they're going to get. All right. First take profit is close, so that's good. Let's go back to Jane's screen. Jane is printing dollar signs.
Not so much on gold, I don't think, at the moment. No, gold, I'm down. But on this, yeah. I'm saying, yeah, let's go put it up here, 75. Let's put it just below here. 7577.50. That sounds good to me.
Sounds good. You're short gold, Daniel. Well, you're sailing it together. Okay. But I know you're a swing trader, so you're probably going to hold that for multiple days. So we'll see. And yeah, you could teach me entries on on XAU, the CFD side. I'd have to get a CFD account. But I like the leverage on silver. I mean, on futures.
Gold. So. Well, also over here, but looking at GLL for their position for today, looks like 2166 here. Let me pull it over. You guys can see it. I'll show you what I'm looking at stock-wise. So we've got GLL here. Let's just go right there. Okay, perfect. So we've got GLL. Their bigger money is definitely below us on the daily over here. And our intraday, so let's go back. We'll go to 4 a.m. I'll get all the data for today. All right. So this red and yellow line, 2165. Remember, this is reversed, right? So if it was gold, we would want to see gold go down. But on this one, we want to see it move up. So the fact that they have not, we'll call this is our, what candle is that? 10 o'clock candle, the low of the 10 o'clock candle, we'll call that where they sold. So let's come on over to our 10 o'clock candle. Let's make this apples to apples. Apples to apples. 10 o'clock candle. Where is that? Right here? Okay. So let's put a line. Call it right here at our 10 o'clock candle, which is pretty much what they just tested again, right? So I have confidence to bring this a little bit lower. Because if they go above that, they're likely going to take it up pretty strong. So it's actually a good short entry because they're testing that level. But again, yeah.
You're saying it's a short entry now, or is it a short entry once it gets up to that, call it 45.20?
This line right here, this yellow line.
Oh, this yellow line. Okay, sorry.
Corresponds to the price on GFD where they sold.
Got it. I was making my screen bigger.
So yeah, it's the 5-minute candle, top of the candle on the 10 a.m. candle for 5 minutes, right? So we should see that this rolls over here.
All right,
if it doesn't, tight stop, right? Do tight stop.
Tight stop. So that's the exact thing that you know, Daniel's saying why I complain about gold is gold will wick you out 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, and then do exactly Exactly, exactly what you thought it was gonna do, right? It'll get to, say, that level you're talking about is what, 45.17, 45.18, more or less. So it'll go to
Take it.
that 45.19, 45.20, wick you out 2, 3 times, and then do what it's gonna do. So that's the issue, for me, at least, with gold. And probably it's easier on the CFD side because you have a better margin to manage your risk. It's not as leveraged. So
There we go. All right, so I've got a little, if it goes up above, right, I'll stretch it out. Can bring this down a little bit. Yeah, let's see.
let's see.
The nice big move is right here, 950, right, that 5-minute. And now it's testing over on GLD again, which corresponds to right here. So it's kind of makes sense, right?
Let's see. Actually, I haven't checked out oil. Let me see what oil is doing right now. Okay, so we pushed higher. Funny that we're having both crude oil and indices
Oh, and
kind
here
of
goes the, oh, I got stopped out
pushing
on
higher.
gold, but it looks like they want to take up ES over here.
Yeah, ES moving higher. Let me see what 4,500. Yeah,
Yeah,
ES
and I
definitely
see that
pushing higher.
gold, they dropped it below on GLL over here on the day trade.
Okay.
Not on the swing trade. Still bearish overall based off of this, but the better entry might be like 2156 zone for a short. Oops, entry. It's all good there.
Yes, indeed. Interesting to me that crude oil just keeps pushing higher with the indices.
Yeah, we were talking about that too over on Trade the Pool.
And
That,
what did you guys,
well,
synthesize based on that?
it's the in again, out again, hokey pokey with the war. That is it really going to be directional? Is it going to be a clear move? I think it's also related to the dollar dropping. So if we come back over here, DXY, probably going to see that the dollar is, no, the dollar looks like it's moving up. Let's see.
That's what I'm saying. A little bit.
Load, come on and load. All right, so we're kind of, these are my different levels. This is most recent since April. But we're kind of sandwiched for those that like to trade the dollar Forex. You can see this is the range that they're trading it, right? But overall, it's a bullish move, and they're kind of stuck between these two. So once it gets below, I'd say below 98.72 or above 99.20, if we can get outside of the muck, we're going to see a good move on the dollar and a good move on metals. Oil has really been just trading to its own beat because of the Strait of Hormuz, right? But
Yeah.
right over here, we hit my 33 over
Your
here
33, your famous 33 level. I mean, line,
on
trend
the
line.
daily.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the oil? CL futures, micro CL. Ding ding. Here we
You
go.
could do micro CL, yeah. I honestly was expecting some kind of huge news this weekend because of all the, back and forth that was happening in Washington, the whole Trump thing, missing his son's wedding. What's his name? Vance rushing to go to Washington and then nothing. So I don't know. It's like you said, it's musical chairs with the straight and
I'm going to use my 33 here as my stop. See if it,
for CL.
yeah.
All right. Well, still holding the long. We've
Yep.
kind of reached an area. I took some profit off the table. And then let's see if we
Hmm.
get continuation.
Not a
But
bad entry. Got it. There you go. Back up above again.
get it. Get that oil. That didn't sound
Black
right.
gold. We'll set one for here. There you go. Let's see if it continues. I like that reversal. So we had really big money when it hit up here, lots of contracts right up here.
Yeah,
Put it
pretty
on a
good
1 minute.
volume there.
Yeah, you can go down on it. Uh-oh.
So
I don't like the
you were telling me you prefer trading futures before the open. Are you still liking that better than trading after the open? Like you were telling me you were getting better results trading around 8
I
a.m.
was. You know what? I honestly haven't been doing much pre-market trading.
Okay.
Packing up an entire
I know you
house
have
for
a lot. You have a
move.
lot
It's
going on. Yeah.
like that's been the priority. We're down to 35 days. So it is
35 days left, right?
35 days left.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Before I've got to be completely out of the house.
Got it.
So that's kind of taken priority over trading, is just setting everything up to get ready for
The
the
big move.
massive move. So trading, someone taking a back burner, but that's, life happens, and
Yeah,
being aware of that to me is very, very important.
of course.
And looking at this, I think I could be even. I think this could have even more of a move up here. Let's put this up here. Let's put it our fibs. This is our 61%, right? So let's see if we'll make some
Let's
big
see.
moolah
Indices pushing
here.
higher though. We're kind of squeezing to the upside.
Yep, that's good.
Let's
We
see.
can do that. We're about to take out that wick right here. Can they take the wick out? Looks like they want to do it. Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're pushing up. I'm glad I wasn't stubborn and flipped long alongside you.
Yes. Me too. Glad you did that. And now it looks like clear skies up here. Come on. Okay, hold on. Where's our drawing tool? We want to go here. And we want to go here. And we want to go all the way up.
You're just adding arrows. Nice.
This is your trading plan. Just follow my trading plan.
This is
Right
the
here.
trading plan. This is the trading
Yes.
plan. But
These are the months.
if we're talking real targets for me, we're right. We touched the first
See your
target,
screen.
which was sure. Let me switch to my screen. All right, so we touched the first target, which was, let me go back to this. Why am I don't know why my lines keep doubling. Every time I do a drawing, it's like I get twice the lines. All right, so first target was right here around 30.87 more or less, and took some profits there. And then next target will be right around 31.40. And honestly, after that, it's blue skies ahead.
Oh, you're on NQ. I'm like, how come? I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
Yes,
I'm on the NQ.
31.40. I'm not seeing it. Okay, perfect.
I could go back to
Really?
the. I'm gonna go to the ES in a few.
Yeah.
But yeah, took the first profit out, and we're waiting to see if we can just push higher, and eventually where we get to. Sometimes you could just trade that with whatever, 5-minute candles, 2-minute candles, 15-minute candles, whatever fits your style.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna trail there. Let's switch to the ES. I think I had targets. Wait. I have targets there.
So close to stopping me out on oil, but it didn't get
Really?
me. Yeah, look at that. 3 cents.
Let's put your screen back on.
Oh,
Oh
no,
man.
look at that. Like, So close to stopping me out of that trade.
That's funny. So there's this
In the trade,
sensitivity thing that I haven't figured out on Black Arrow, but you know when you get like quick wicks and then they move back up. So there's a setting, and it saved me once that you can play with on Black Arrow, where depending on how fast a wick happens, it won't stop you
right?
out. So that's a pretty good thing, but I
Maybe it's
don't
under
know.
tools.
No, actually, it's when you do the brackets.
Okay.
So if you go to yeah, you click the plus sign, click the cogwheel.
Expand strategy editor.
No, the
Cogwheel.
cogwheel. There
There
you
we
go.
go.
Yeah. So the stop offset thing on the right,
Oh,
right
right
there.
here,
Yeah.
300.
So instead of 300, I had it on 0 for some reason.
Okay.
And then when it wicked in there, it didn't stop me out. But I'm not sure how the sensitivity works. I need to ask the Black Arrow guys to kind of explain it to me because
Put it
um
150.
okay. But again, you also sometimes want to actually get stopped out. So
Right.
it's kind of a
This
tricky
one
one.
seems like it's just grinding. So yeah, we commence our move July 6th.
Nice.
Yeah.
Summer move right in the
Summer move, and we're going to
almost.
go to Myrtle Beach, and we're going to go to Williamsburg, going to Busch Gardens on our way down
Oh,
with the
nice.
kids.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's going to be fun.
Yeah.
Summer, nice, clean summer
Summer
fun.
family road trip.
There you go.
It's vacation, right? But we're not going to go and punch the Wally, Wally World. We're not going to go punch the mascot. It should be open, so it should be fine.
Okay. Nice. I wonder how hot this summer is going to be. Last summer was really, really hot. So let's see. Pool's already open here in
Ours
South
too.
Carolina where I am. So yeah,
We've got the heater on for today. Here it's like, okay, do we even bother to have the heater on when it gets to 55 at night? Because it's like we've got the bubble. The bubble, that helps a lot. And then once it gets to be above 80, that's when it's good for swimming. And that's when it makes sense to really have it on. But those days, like today, we started at 67. It's going up to 82. Yesterday, we started at 44 and it went to 70. It's like schizophrenic weather up here.
Yeah. That's the thing. It goes up and down, and it just stays hot. So
yeah, gold trading FX. Don't expect a big drop even today on ES or NQ. Yeah, I agree, gold trading. Looking for a bull move. I don't know if you guys have shown it to you all before in the past, but I will pop it up here as well. So every day I do this little spreadsheet. You know what? Let me make it a bit bigger. I'll just take a screenshot. I don't have to show you guys everything and make it all messy. But I do a daily point of control to see where that bigger money is. And so we've got the fear indexes right here. Those are giving me a green signal. When this is below, then that's giving me a green signal. When I have the inverse indicators on the ETFs for the SPY, the Qs, the Russell, and the Dow, those are all giving me green signals. But what isn't, right? We've got gold and silver that were giving me the, hey, nope, selling. Dollar, oil, USO, green, and dollar, green. So pretty much it was like, hey, a bull almost everywhere except for the metals. And that's what I like to do. It's just my daily prep where I will look to see, hey, is this market going to move to the upside? So that's where oil, it's looking for that nice move into it. Let's see what's going on with gold now. So silver, came back down to that trend line. We've got 76.15 is the bigger money, where we are below that. And let's check Gold futures. Let's see. Did they end up selling it off from there? Of course they did. Oh, that's the dollar. That's 1 day. Hold on. Let's look at the
So
5.
essentially it wicked in that area we talked about and then pushed lower, right?
No, actually it went higher. So it went higher than the 10 o'clock
So 40,
candlestick. So it was good. It was good that I got out, right? It went all the way up here.
Yeah, the tricky
And
one on
back
gold.
to the ES over here, 15-minute chart. And I like that you can say, yes, reset, boom. There we go. Now we're to the good setting. So thank you for teaching me that quick
No
reset.
problem. Yeah, it helps a lot.
We take this
But
over
I
here.
definitely agree that we might just, continue to trickle higher, especially when we don't get a fast move.
Mhm.
When
We're
we're
getting
getting, those
resistance
little increases, that's usually a sign of a potential trend day where you just keep moving higher all day. And not a day you want to be trying to short
Mm-mm.
like I was doing earlier. My gut was wrong. I don't know why. I felt we needed a deeper pullback, but that was wrong.
There we go. So we're kind of hitting a resistance zone here that was support. So will it be that this would be that spot that if that might be a good spot to short because you've got that resistance zone built in. But if we go above, well, likely another one.
If we go above, there's room to go all the way to 75.65. So yeah, exactly
right
where I have those levels. And we would probably get to there fast because it would be somewhat of a squeeze for everybody who's shorting at the level we're at now. So let us see. NQ has been showing a
where
lot
that
more
arrow was.
strength. Right where your arrow was?
Yeah.
Yeah. Perfect level.
Right. And that's a lot of times what you will see them do is you'll see them bring it up here and then we could get stuck like this. Yeah. And if we get stuck like this week, and then we come to Thursday, then I would expect a bigger drawdown on Thursday because they've had this time last week and it's 15 minutes. This was
actually that was yesterday,
yeah,
the Asian session, and we tried to break that, let's call it 75.67 level multiple times yesterday. And it didn't work. And actually got short yesterday there. So I think that's why I was short biased today. But yeah, if we're unable to find the strength to push higher, I do expect some sideways consolidation and possibly your Thursday sell-off. So we'll see.
Yeah. I would use 75.41 as that support zone. It came just lower. So let's see. Let's play around with this and see where they took it. I mean, they brought it to a pivot, but let's mess with, just for fun, let's put on a 44. Let's see what happens if we go 44. Oh, look at that. Look at how it hugged it.
Yep.
60. This is how I discover different ones that work. I'm on a 45-minute chart and a 60 EMA. Look at how it acted as support on the 20th. It danced around it on the 21st. Came back to it yesterday. So 75.31. Let's put a purple line there. Right there.
You can keep those levels to see when you come back how they reacted.
Make it dotted so we can see it. And a little bit lighter. And we'll make it fuchsia. Let's go for fun. There we go.
Fuchsia, I haven't heard that color in a while. So Yeah, I went to
Back.
school for design, so we used to talk about colors a lot.
Looks like it's pulling back here. I'll put it just so no matter what, I'm green on it. How about that? Has my oil trade in the green now.
Nice.
Let's look at the 60 on the 45 with oil and see if that held anything. Oh, it was a resistance here, and now we've broken above it. 93.05. So that could be a nice little spot. Let's look at gold.
Gold still sort of moving sideways. I mean,
I just want to see if that's like, I like to test the different charts, test different EMAs to see if there's certain ones that will say, hey, you know what? As soon as we went below this, it held as a resistance, boom. Like for a longer trade to the downside, maybe we use 45.39. Studying the charts.
we can look. My perspective on gold right now is, if you zoom out and you look left a little bit, the behavior has been similar. You kind of get a lot of, let's call it barcoding, and then boom, it explodes to the upside and then pulls back. So I'm kind of expecting for it to do the same thing. Like if you look at well, you have silver right here, but if you pull gold,
I'll go back to it. I'll pull the chart and then
it's easier to see. No, I'm actually talking about the more short-term action, maybe a 15-minute or an hourly.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it seems to want to ride that 15 down or 15 up as an entry. The green line here.
Yeah. So if you zoom out a little bit, you're going to see it's been the same behavior the past few days. Yeah, well, a little bit more.
Hold on 1 second. Let me hide my pivots. Pivot point property.
If you go to the eyeball next to indicators.
Okay. And then there's this one. There we go.
Nice. Yeah, so if you zoom in all the way to, let's say, you stop around the 17th or the 20th. So yeah, you see those 2 prior days, it's kind of the same behavior. You're getting a lot of barcoding, and then it explodes up. A lot of barcoding explodes up. So I'm expecting a similar pattern of behavior today. But it's like, how long are we going to barcode for? You don't know.
Yeah, it's just in that range.
Exactly. So it might be up and down, up and down, up and down, and then finally you get that move to the upside.
And it seems like it might have been a bit of support here.
Yeah. So our support. So actually I had let me just switch to my screen first.
That looks like a bear flag to me.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, the way it's behaving, anything's possible. So that's why I was saying I'm not totally convinced on the direction here. So just let me switch my screen just for a second.
Hours? 180 minutes.
So if I put this on a 15, look at that. The idea is, let me get these drawings out of the way. So yeah, if you look at those prior days, the behavior has been what? You just barcode, explode up, barcode, explode up. So I'm expecting that
you have a run up.
We will eventually run up, but the idea is what? Is, okay, how long is this going to go on before you get that explosion to the upside? That could last for a long time. So you might be, trying to position, but you keep getting stopped out because of all that barcoding that's happening. And I think it's probably because, people are trying to position themselves in the right direction, but they just can't agree yet. And the price action ends up being something that looks like this. So we'll see what happens in the next couple of days. It's entirely possible that we continue lower, but I think there's a key area of support here. We're smack dab above that 4,500 round number. So my bias is more towards the upside, but we could stay here for days before we do this. So that's
Mm.
for Daniel who's
I
asking. That's why I don't. I don't know.
I
That's
think
my opinion.
I think we might if we don't consolidate here and make a move tomorrow, I think tomorrow could be the inflection point,
Okay.
if not today. Or I should say the next 3-hour candle. That's what I have. I've got 3-hour candles on here.
I like
And
how
this is
you
just,
you have the time frames that are completely different from everybody else. I like it.
well, I like multiples of 3. I find that multiples of
Okay.
3 work well in trading. And so like I just put on a 90. This is a 90 exponential here. So I will play around with different instruments, different time frames to see which one. Okay, so maybe on gold they like to have a longer time frame. I know that some algorithms have been written off of a 45-minute. So 45-minute, if you were to think about, looking at a week, you're looking at 5 days. But if they really look to trade just say like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, then 3 days.
Yeah.
It's pretty good, right? So it looks like right here, really that zooming in on that yellow, let's come to a 45. Let's see. 45 minutes. So let's go back in. Let's sell at market. Let's do that.
Right.
And let's put the stop back up here and let's bring it down. Let's be more aggressive. Be aggressive. Be aggressive.
So Daniel's saying gold will come down after London close, 4,500 or just below. As it wicks the wick daily low for its normal behavior. Let's see. It doesn't matter as long as it stays down. All right,
Oh,
we'll
I'm in
see.
like the real futures, not the mini. Whoops.
Yeah, you're in the
Let's go here and make
you're in
that
the
a
you're in
nice
the
little
full.
profit if it goes back up. But yeah, I mean, I see that this should definitely continue based off of that analysis that we were just looking at. I would like to put my stop up here, but that's a little bit bigger of a stop out than what I would like.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's see what we get around 11 o'clock. We might definitely see some moves there on that London close. So we'll see.
Let's go to a 15-minute here. I'm probably going to get stopped out. It is wiki.
It is. It is.
It's a wiki witch.
And on, that's what I was saying, on the futures, you have to kind of be mindful of your risk, especially if you have a
Stopped out.
smaller, exactly, especially if you have a smaller account. So,
but I think, that entry up here is the best. So if it gets back up there, we could do let's go the micros. Hello. Let's not get myself in trouble again. Look, I'm in the, yeah. I think it's going to continue. I mean, let's pull it back out. That bigger time frame, I think you can see the trends better. And you look at it and go, okay, well, this 3-hour candle that should close. Does it say the time anywhere? Time left on the candle. Here we go here.
Time, you can do that.
Time scale.
Because I have it on mine.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember where I got that. Wait, let me look. 1 second.
Tools. Time and sales. No, volume areas. Interesting. Settings. Chart.
All right, Tubagu, take care. No problem. Glad your trades are working well. I'll see you again tomorrow for that giveaway.
All right, Tuba. I'm going to call you Tuba. Have a great day, Tuba.
Indicators.
Default appearance, general. Chart, general. Layouts, candlesticks. Oh, look. Number of decimal places. Okay, fill channel, extended, price scale, control key, enable, visibility.
I'm trying to look as well.
Display clock for next candle, but I don't see it. I have it on.
Clock for next candle?
Yeah, but I don't see it.
Wait, it should be the bottom right. There you go. You got it. Bottom right.
Oh, okay. Down here.
Yeah, so basically you have an hour left. Yep.
Yeah. Is there a way to make this 2 charts?
Yeah.
I guess I just have to go like this, huh?
Go like this. You close these windows, or you could just add a window on top of these. So top left.
I'm still in the trade.
You're looking for the extra chart?
No, I'm in a trade and I'm wondering where I'm in the trade.
It shows 4 trades.
That I'm in. Oil.
So,
I'm in oil.
GC, ES.
Forget about the oil trade. MLCN6. It's 11 o'clock.
It is. I didn't see it. Time flies when you're having fun.
And I'm going to just put my stop right there no matter what. Green on the trade. All right, time to set it, forget it. See you next week.
Exactly. All right, guys. Thank you very much.
Ching.
Thanks a lot, Jane, for being on the stream as usual. And I will see you guys tomorrow for the giveaway. Take care, everyone. See you soon.
All right. Don't you have a good day. Have a great day.
Have a great day. There you go.